Today we're starting off just by the gold farm. I spent a little bit of time over there swinging a sword, and we have a large number of gold blocks ready and waiting for the next time we kick off the bartering farm. Probably won't do that right now. I will save that for later. Hey Story, welcome in. But yeah, I'll go drop these off at the bartering farm, but I probably won't turn it on for now. And then today we're going to look at some, we look at some basic designs for a farm that can be used on a lot of different resources. So the farm we're going to use will also be effective on, well, it's a farm for things that grow. And as they grow, they get taller or fall down. So we're going to do the crimson vines because Netherack is a resource that we normally have an abundance of in most worlds, but we're kind of limited on it here. Oh, where's my ladder? There it is. So these are. I will actually have to come and turn this on at some point because it's getting a bit backed up. We do have a lot of resources though, so while we're here, we'll grab a couple of bits for. Oh, I think there's plenty of quartz up there. We'll take a bit of leather. And actually, that should be fine. Yeah, we've got an insane amount of stuff now coming, and this was literally all of the resources we have here from the gold that we brought over at the very beginning. So one session at the gold farm, we've got arrows like. I think these ones are from, some of these are stacked from the top and some from the bottom. So this one I think is from the top, but we're down to like here. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and a bit chests of spectral arrows, 1.5 of leather, which isn't too bad. We're gonna. I think next week I might build. I really want to build a hoglin farm, which would give us a lot more leather. I'm unsure whether or not I want to do that next week on stream or if I want to just do it off stream. Maybe I can do it off stream and cut it up as a video. I haven't released any VODs for a while, but the that will give us a infinite supply of leather and pork chops, which will reduce the food. Yeah, we've got almost a chest, and there is some. I took some of this obsidian up, but yeah, there was about another row in here of obsidian. Gravel we've got an abundance of. It comes. I'm actually struggling to keep up with the gravel storage wise, but which is good. It's one of the most. Sorry, it was just disabling the screensaver on the machine that I am using to keep an eye on chat and the stream health. I still don't have my monitor fixed, my second monitor fixed, but yeah, we've got all of this gravel. This is really useful as we can turn. Once we get access to sand and a sand farm, which we'll need to find a desert for, and then we can build a husk farm because we do have renewable sand in this world. But we can start using this for concrete. We can also use it to duplicate dirt. We've got all this black stone as well. We have a couple of chests of quartz, and I think I've got half a chest up in the overworld. A load of soul soil, bricks for days, a load of string, nuggets, not all that useful. Fire charges have their uses. Ender pearls we've got, which is great. Although the other thing that I really want to do is I was thinking maybe we could make some Eyes of Ender and see if we can find the stronghold at some point. I say that mostly because I'm not too fussed about the Ender Dragon yet, but if I remember correctly, there are cobwebs in the stronghold, potentially in the libraries, and cobwebs will be really useful for us to do some redstoning, because when you drop something through a cobweb, it slows down, and it will group items up while they're falling, and it also helps prevent them from to aim them downwards as well. So that would have come in useful this past week. But hi Waddle, welcome in. You have lost the high ground this week to Story. Yeah, so that we've got all those. We've got a good number of resources there. We've also got a load of magma over here. I think the magma creams are currently just going to waste and despawning because I've been too lazy to craft them. I might come back and hook up some water crafting over there at some point soon. I'm also thinking I might start looking at building some more permanent infrastructure in the Nether as well. So we have soul sand. We have soul speed boots now. I'm not currently wearing them, but if we started to lay out some nice walkways and some safe walkways in the Nether, link up our farms, the gold farm, the magma farm, the bartering farm, and things, then that would be kind of cool. We'd be able to get around a lot quicker. Yeah, off stream, I had a crack at this. So we now have automated sorting in our for our items, and let me drop off this leather, and I will grab some. And grab some food. Let's go for some mutton today. And while I think of it, I was at the gold farm because I needed to. There was a slight mishap, and I needed to craft some new pickaxes. I may have accidentally destroyed a chunk of the basalt farm last night and burnt myself to death. I also posted on the Discord last week, not long after the last stream. I was making some modifications here. I was changing this out for glass. Somehow I managed to upset a creeper, and effectively a chain reaction of creepers destroyed half this shaft. Mobs were pouring out. It was not fun. But yeah, there was a death there. I lost all my levels. Had to recover my gear quickly. It was fun. So there were two off camera deaths this week. One last night because I was tired and I was just mining the basalt, and I ended up nudging the mouse. The mouse went zhush. The pickaxe was still going. It sort of mined everything out. So that is a danger with these sort of farms. That if you are just if you use the F3 and T trick to keep the mouse button held down, and you're not careful and you do nudge the mouse and it sort of spin around, you can start mining out things that you really don't want to. But I have found a new way for that. So I'm using the Tweakeroo mod, and with that I I have a keybind now to effectively just use an in-game clicker, or I have one for just holding. So those save me actually setting up an external mouse clicker. It's a pretty good mod if you haven't looked at it. I also swapped out our free cam for the Tweakeroo one as well because it gave us more functionality. But yeah, so I built some of this on stream. I built one of these on stream last week, and initially I just had the water flowing straight across. That had some problems. I knew it was going to be lossy, but I didn't realize just how lossy it was going to be. So at the moment we have the goods come up. They were flying across. The trouble is hoppers can only pull in one entity at a time. So for instance, this so if we look here, like that gunpowder there is an entity, even though there's multiple gunpowders there. So what I had to do was add this little contraption here that groups the things up, and then the hopper can pull in the entity of the grouped items. But yeah, the signs are really cool. These are glowing item frames. I think I used just because we have all of the glow ink, so why not? And we can see what everything is now. This one is not auto sorted. It's just stuff that I've put in there. So we've got our books, our random iron and other sort of material gear, bows for use in dispensers and stuff. Oh, sorry. But yeah, but because of the lag on the hoppers, so once an item's pulled in, it's locked for like I forget the number now. I think it's like a half a second or something. So it won't be able to put anything in for half a second. The trouble is things were coming up here so quickly and coming through that like this one would pull in a single redstone, and then 3 more would come past straight away, and it wouldn't pick them up, and they'd end up in the flame. So what I did is this is where cobwebs would have come in handy, because by adding a cobweb just here, if we had cobwebs, we could put a cobweb right here where the trapdoor is, and all of this redstone can go away, because the items will hit the cobweb and slow down as they pass through it, and then as more items fall, they will group up with that item. But instead we're using a trapdoor. So if you see these things are falling on top, and then as multiple of the same item arrive, they sort of group up into one item. And then we have a little basic clock here. So the torch powers this redstone line, which goes around and powers this block, which turns the torch off. And then the power slowly sort of drains out of this. The comparators slow down the sort of decay of the redstone signal, and that gives us I think we get about what do we get? We get a couple of seconds I think delay here, and then about half a second, like 0.4 of a second of time where it's actually powered, which opens and shuts this trapdoor. So that gives the items time to group up and stack up, and then they go across, and these can pick up the whole stacks. But they don't get, the stacks don't end up so big that they don't fit in the filter hoppers, which is oh, sorry. I will learn my own keybinds at some point. Yeah, so any item falling through a cobweb, it slows down. They move much slower, and the same is true for mobs, and I think players as well. So you can't fall quickly. You don't fall quickly for a cobweb, which makes them quite useful for a bunch of use cases. But yeah, off the back of that, we have well, we've got this glow inks one is almost refilled. The arrows are definitely full and going to being disposed of. This is filled up a few times, but I'll show you what's been happening to that in a sec. We've got a load of gunpowder. I feel like the string, the glowstone, and the redstone having this mini chests is wishful thinking, but it does just run in the background anytime I'm in the overground now. So all the time today that we're building our farms, this is just going to be continuing to fill. Spider Eyes is definitely optimistic having this many chests. The bones as well fill up pretty quick. I've been condensing them down into bone blocks. I need to try and figure out a good way to actually auto convert these into bone blocks. But yeah, yep, we have a bunch of lava there, Waddle, and look at that. Anything that we can't collect just gets dumped straight in there and disposed of. It's fully automated item disposal, which is probably a nightmare for you, right? We have completely automated the farming of items and the obliteration of items in one contraption. I also made some changes over here at the iron farm, so it's not quite as aesthetic anymore. Even though it was just somehow I've managed to make it look worse than just a bunch of ugly cobble, but there is rhyme and reason to it. So. If I go into free cam again, what we've got here is so this hopper used to go into a chain of chests. Now it's pointing back that way because that just stops it pushing into anything else. And then we have this row of hoppers here because we need to for what I've adapted to, we need to process items one at a time. So this will pull one item at a time out and then process it. And then here we have a similar filter to the ones over there, but this one uses less redstone signal strength. So this is those are signal strength 4 filters. Sorry, signal strength 3 filters, which you kind of need if you're going to have them in a row next to each other. But it means you have to put 41 items in the hopper to filter things out. So this is a signal strength 2, which means you only have to put like I think it's like 20, maybe less than 20 items in. I'll have a look in a sec, but yeah, this is just reading this hopper the same as the other ones. Puts power into this block. It then decreases to powers this redstone to 1. If there's more than items in here than the filter, then it will go to 2. That powers this block, which powers this repeater, which then turns off this torch, and the items fall through, and then they automatically compost. So 18 items in here, and our filter items. And the rest go in here and get composted, and we turn all of the poppies into bone meal. I may actually add a lever here so that we can permanently lock the hopper, and just in case we ever do need to get poppies in the future. But the other part of this is where it gets more interesting. Sorry, I use F4 for my free cam, and it's right next to the F5 key, and I do not have the accuracy this morning, it seems. This is going to be fun for our building. But yeah, this so we saw that the poppies go down that way. That just leaves the only other thing this farm produces is iron. So the iron goes into this hopper. This composter is just there so that this hopper can't pull anything from above, and they go into a crafter. That crafter has a block next to it, and then a comparator, and if the comparator is reading the block next to the crafter, it will read the output of the crafter instead. So when the crafter gets more items in, it'll give out a signal of 0 to 9, depending on how many of its slots are filled up. And there we go. It just had hit 9 iron ingots in there. That powers this. The composter here is at level 8. So the comparator here is reading 8 out of there. This comparator with the little light on, which you get by right-clicking on the comparator, is now in subtraction mode. We can see that with F3. The mode is subtract. So that means that we get the signal strength here, minus the signal strength coming in from this side into the side of the comparator. So we have whatever is coming out of here minus 8. So this will just be 0, 0, 0, and then once this gets to 9, this will pop to 1. That powers this block next to it. The repeater then powers the crafter, and we spit out a iron ingot. Okay, which means that we're now crafting iron blocks straight away. We no longer have to create the iron blocks ourselves. So we don't have to worry about this farm filling up for quite a while now. We've got a good number of chests as backfill, and if need be, I can split the hoppers coming off of this chest into 2 lines and fill 2 sets of double chests. Yeah, so we have a good supply of that. I was a bit bored as well, so I did a bit of renovation. This is now looking a bit slicker. I swapped out the glass blocks for panes, put some walls in. So they now have a nicer house, and I fixed up I did a bit of renovation on our training hall. So I swapped the stands to the outside. I put a roof on it. So these guys are now locked in. These are the guys that I mostly trade stuff to for emeralds. So these guys, I created a couple more clerics, and they take the rotten flesh that is coming out of our little automatic mob farm over there. These guys take the iron. This guy, well, I needed one of them over here, so he got the job. Clerics are all at the back, but it's much easier to get in here, and I put the good trades across the top here, so we can see if we quickly need sort of I don't know, like a mending book. Okay, that's here. Or if we need glass, I've got like whether or not they stock the glass or not. This guy's not quite level. These guys aren't quite leveled up enough for glass yet. But yeah, so that is in a nutshell the and then having the trapdoors here, because they're ever so slightly, because these guys are exactly 2 blocks tall. They can't get out if they have to climb up on the trapdoor, so they're all sort of stuck in there now. And then I'm using the lanterns here to divide them up as well. So that they don't sort of bunch up. But yeah, I did have a spare villager over here. Fortunately, when the mob farm went, he died. But I did need extra clerics for the thing over there. So I did do some more breeding, and we've now got 3 extra guys here. And our cat died as well, but thankfully I found another cat. We already have one of these cats already, so he is now taken over for our Siamese cat as guardian of the mob farm and hope. And the last cat did fight valiantly. He kept a lot of the creepers from just roaming straight into the base. So hopefully, if we get more cats, duplicate cats, we will. If we get more duplicate cats, then we can use those to sort of ring around and keep the creepers at bay and stuck within the mob farm if we do ever get another breach. Yeah, I can make red dye out of the poppies as well. That's why I might at some point block it off so that I might look at if there's a way of just collecting sort of a chest of poppies before we start to put them into the composter, which I could have kind of done if I had enough, if I had one more block of space, because I could have pointed this hopper. I could have pointed this hopper over this way and put a chest here for poppies, which would have filled up, and then had another hopper underneath that would have then. No, that wouldn't have. Actually, no, that wouldn't have worked. But I don't know. Well, there are ways and means. If I point, if I had if I'd structured, sorry, if I pointed a hopper over and put the composting setup next to this here, it would have. Oh, yes, that would actually work, and it would move this up. Okay, that's a project for another day. So what I will probably do at some point is swap this chest out, this composter out for a chest. Oh no, it wouldn't. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. No, I do need one more block of height. But if I pointed this hopper out that way, I could have put another hopper next to it, which could have then fed into a composter. But we would have been like 2 blocks below the surface, and the chest is already 1 block down into the floor already. So it would have started to get hard to reach, and potentially of us getting stuck in there and so on. So, oh well. But yeah, I can easily just I can lock this hopper, and then the poppies will batch up in this one. And there's always a couple in the hopper here, because the hoppers get pushed in, but then it can't always push them down in time. But yeah, farms. So in an ongoing effort to not have to do any chores, I spend a lot of time just trimming these vines here, and then crafting those into netherrack bricks, and popping those in here. We've already got a good stash of the vines themselves, but ideally we don't have much netherrack itself. Netherrack is useful because it's what we use we can convert it into nylium, which is a bit nicer of a looking block. So, and also useful in that we can grow our big nether trees on it as well, and things. So, and we might try and use some of this. I think I'll probably use more of the crimson than this, but yeah, we can also use it to build a nether plant farm in the future and stuff. So, I want to try and get a automatic supply of this. So I did do a bit of crafting last night. So we take, what we're going to need for this is, if we take, we're going to need pistons and observers, maybe some dispensers. Oh, I didn't craft any target blocks, but those are pretty straightforward to craft. Is it the it's a hay barrow and redstone, okay. Yeah, the donkeys are still here, the donkeys are still safe. I moved them over a bit because what I want to try and put our crimson farm here, and I'll probably put, when we've got a warped vine, maybe we'll go and visit the warped forest later after the crimson vine farm is done. But I want to put the warped vine farm next to it, and the donkeys were and the horses were sort of chilling out here, so I've moved them around a bit out of the way for now. Sleep well story. Thanks for dropping in though. I know you do. It is always late for you, so I'm always grateful for you spending time here when most would be asleep. Oh, I don't. necessarily need that many of these, so let's take some because they will be useful later. So yeah, the farm we're building is going to be an automatic. An automatic farm for these blocks. We need some chests. Okay, so we need, for this we're going to use observers to observe that the vine has grown. We're then going to break it with a piston. We're potentially going to use a dispenser with some bone meal to actually put some to grow the vines so that they can grow. We can have sort of a passive sort of it grows on its own mode, and we can have I need a load of this quick, so I'm going to load it with bone meal and away it goes mode. We may need a few more hoppers actually. We're going to need some water. So yeah, the dispensers will dispense bone meal. The observers will detect when the vine grows. The pistons will break it. We'll use water to sort of funnel it all into one place where we'll pick it up with pistons and we'll push it into a chest. And we'll need some redstone to help with that. We'll need some hoppers to collect things. The bamboo has been growing really well as well. So if we get time, I want to look at a bamboo farm as well, which will be remarkably similar to our current farm, except upside down. Because the only difference really between the mechanics of the crimson vines and the bamboo is the direction that it grows, and the same is true for the sugarcane as well. That grows straight up, but can't be bone milled, so that gives us a slightly simpler farm. And the same is also true for the dripstone as well, except that grows from the bottom and the top. So if we have a quick look at this, we'll need some building blocks. You know, this is probably not going to be a farm that lasts us forever, but we don't necessarily need to build everything out of cobble anymore, right? We have a bunch of easily renewable building blocks. So I think what I'm actually going to do is let's put our resources down here for now. That we're going to use for the farm. Oh, no, I want my food. I don't need the egg. But let's build this out of one of the nether blocks. So I'm thinking we either use the bricks, the nether bricks, or the blackstones. Yeah, the donkeys and the horses can jump. They can actually jump quite high. Well, the horses can jump higher. This one is the best jumper, I think. But it's like it can actually get. It can actually jump up onto the over the fences and stuff. I think that horse could actually jump up on top of these chests if we wanted it to. The donkeys not so much. Donkeys are a bit more slow, so they can jump they can jump 1.5 blocks, so they can just about jump up here. What we'll do in the future though is we'll start a program of selective breeding of the donkeys, because if we breed these two donkeys together, we'll get another donkey that will have it will have the average of these two stats plus a third randomized donkey stats. So there's a chance that it's the average of these two stats plus plus a little bit, potentially having a bit of a modifier on top. So by selectively breeding the faster and better higher jumping donkeys together, we'll be able to get a donkey that can run at like quite a good speed and also jump. I did indeed name one of the donkeys Dome. So a little dig it in there. I've known Dome for a long time, so we have those sort of jokes. I was actually playing Minecraft with him in another world the other day, and it was quite funny because I spent so much time in this world now, I have forgotten some very basic stuff. So, like swimming in water, for instance, because the only body of water we have in this world at the moment is this little pond, and an even smaller pond over on the jungle island. It's like just crossing water and things is I sort of forgotten how to do it. It took me a little while. But yeah, so sorry, distractions, focus. What are we doing? So I'm thinking maybe we use one of these types of blocks. So I'm not sure if we want to go with the nether bricks or the black stone. I should have a torch here. I think the nether brick is, so I have more black stone, but the nether brick is a bit more nethery. Or maybe we go with a combination of the two. Yeah, I am very easily squirreled. So yeah, let's head back to the bartering farm for now, and we're gonna fill our inventory up with nether bricks and with blackstone, and then we will grab a stone cutter and we'll use this to give our nether based farms a bit of a nether feel to them. Oh yeah, and sorry, there was also one other thing I wanted to look at, so I'll do that quickly when we get back to the overworld. But so blackstone is this one. Let's no, we'll take all of it for now, and then this will take maybe one row of that. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, that should be more than enough. and then we'll take, actually that might, oh, no, okay, let's take some nether bricks. Amusingly, on the subject of squirrels, I used to work in an office where, as I've alluded to in the past and stuff, I work as a software engineer. But I used to work in an office where random, suddenly important projects would come out of nowhere continuously. And it used to be quite funny that every time, like, the boss would, effectively, as the big boss of the company was walking over, we could always tell when he had one of these projects for us that was just going to derail what we were meant to be doing that week. So we'd sort of see him in the distance, and that would be it. At least someone would spot him and be like, "Squirrel!" Like, incoming squirrel. Sounding the alarm that suddenly we're all going to get very distracted from what we were actually hoping to accomplish that week. So we've got our blocks, we've got our stuff. So now I guess we've got nothing left but to start building. So with this, we're going to want a collection area. So I kind of want the collection area to sit over here. So we will, we need some tools as well. Take a pick and an axe. So I think we want the collection area to sit over here. So we'll put in a double chest here for now. And then we'll want some hoppers. So we want to fill this up. The other thing we want is glass, because it will be nice to be able to see inside of our contraption. So sorry, I'll quickly grab that as well, and that should be all of our building blocks then. Let's convert that into emeralds. How much glass can we get for that? Here we go. You've got glass, and you've got glass. You have glass. No glass. Glass. And you have glass as well. I really should have had one of my pickaxes in hand, or axe in hand, to heal it there. Oh, there we go. So leave any more XP lying around? There we go. Fix things, please. Alright, so that was actually a lot less emeralds than I thought it was going to be. I think we do have a load over here, but let's put the excess there. 3 stacks should be hopefully be more than enough for the stuff we're going to be doing. Where is our chest? Here it is. And we want, we want a crafting table and a stone cutter as well. So I should have spares of those in here. Yep. So here we go. Let's put those down. So, as part of this farm, we're going to get the crimson vines, but we also kind of want the netherrack to get auto-crafted as well. So I'm wondering if we have our collection system here, but what if we collect here, and then this will pull down and fill this chest up, and then once this is full, so we'll have an entire chest of crimson vines, which we probably only need one chest for that. Need blocks. So we'll have a collection system there, but we'll point a hopper this way for now. So what we're going to do is put our collection system for the farm at this level. So the farm is actually going to be quite high. Maybe we drop the chest into the ground. Should probably be a bit nicer that way. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. So we'll put a hopper facing that way. That gives us a, so the hopper below will have priority. So any item in this hopper will get pulled down. Actually, no, that's still, actually that's not going to, so we're going to put it we'll put it at this level anyway because it will look better, and we'll probably run the farm at this height. So we have more blackstone than anything else, so I'm thinking that maybe we go with the blackstone bricks across the bottom. Then we'll have a second chest here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those along the bottom. Then to mix it up, maybe we'll go for the inside. We will go for just the regular. The regular blackstone. Then we're going to want some glass. Which will mean that we'll be able to see inside of our farm. let's take a few more of the bricks. So we've got 2 already, so we'll take 3 of those. This will be our sides. So we'll go 1, 2 there. We don't need this marker. I was just marking out some space for these, so we'll take that out. Then sorry, then I think it's this. Oh, get out of it, donkey. We'll take some nether bricks. We can take. We can take some decorated ones. We'll put one down here. Try and make this look a bit. We're going to try and make this look a bit aesthetic. Take that. So I'll put the chiseled one in there. You can't really see. Oh. We'll put a regular one there. And then I'm going to want a stair block. Oh, no, we wanted the stairs, not the regular one there, sorry. But we will, hang on, let's get some more of these. We'll go up the sides here. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we'll also take. We'll take another 8 of those actually. Let's go 8 times 3. So put in a back here. And then what we can do is we can grab our water, and if we put the water down here, this should flow all the way across and cover our hopper. So anything that now falls in this into this water stream is going to get ferried across and is going to drop into the water here. Oh, hi Matt, welcome in. It is very early for you, isn't it? Matt is a brilliant content creator. Just post a link to his channel in the chat, and I highly recommend giving it a look because he creates some really chill Valheim content. Oh, no, these are not going. There we go. Yeah, so these are all going in, and they're getting collected up, which is pretty cool. Although we have far too many eggs being laid around here. And just as I do that, it's like they heard me. Yeah, we'll put a stair there because otherwise we won't be able to open this chest. Okay, so that I think is the first part of this farm done. So then we can come across here at the back. And we want to put some observers in. Oh, no, I did that completely wrong, sorry. One of these days I will learn which way around the various blocks place. And it's really annoying because different blocks seem to place differently. So some will place facing the front to the way that you are facing. So if you place it, if I place it here, it's going to face the direction I'm facing. Others face away from that. So the observers will go that way, for instance. But yeah, we're going to put some pistons in a sec. Oh, can I get up there? No. Oh, I do have these slabs, so I can build myself a little bit of a staircase. I'm sorry to hear about the insomnia, Matt. That's, I know that can be a pain. I have never been what one would really call a sleeper, I guess. Either, so I feel you. Yeah, so this what do we want next? We want pistons. Okay. So we'll put these pistons in and see what I mean. Like these ones, you place them down and the front faces towards you. These ones, you place them down and the front faces away from you. There's no rhyme or reason to the orientation of stuff when you place it. Okay, actually, while we get things going, I'm going to take this glass out temporarily, just so that we can mess around with stuff more easily. Oh no, I had the glass there for a reason, didn't I? Okay, we'll take the top layer of glass out. How's that for a compromise? So these pistons will pick up when the state in front of it changes, but at the moment there's nothing for them to update. And there's a couple of things we can do here. So if we go like this, then a change there still won't affect anything. That's because I didn't put any dust down, that's why. Yeah, so if I put redstone dust all along here, a change anywhere on the anywhere along here is going to trigger all of them. Or should do. Huh? That should have. Hang on. No, got that wrong. Sorry. Because the dust is directional, it was powering the dust, but the dust was the dust was just powering along a long line rather than, and it wasn't actually going into the piston. So if we go like this and put a block above that, and run a block along here above that, then we should instead, is this going to, it should power the block above, I think. No. How did I do this? How have I done this before? Wiring in Minecraft is always fun. No, I remember now. I think. So let's open this up so we can get inside, because the water only flows that far. Okay, so we need to take power at the back of one block and pass it into the block above. I remember now. Sorry, my bit of a brain fart there. So what we're going to need is a bunch of planks, and then we're going to have to create some note blocks. So these will, if I remember the wiring correctly for these, then we put the, I really need to get used to a new keybind other than Q for throwing my tool away. Oh, hi Helena, welcome in. So if we put the note blocks up there, and then we power up the ones below, then if we update, no, still nothing. So no, so it wasn't the note blocks. I think what we will need is, how far out will the power go from the observer? If I put dust there. Will it get updated? Let's put that block there. I'll grab this bamboo. I'll use that as a step so I can get in and get high enough to actually see what's going on. So if I, no, that was enough to update. Hang on. I am being an idiot as normal. This happens a lot. Okay. So I think the easiest way to do this is going to be if we grab more observers. We'll go expensive. This will be a bit more spendy of a farm, but it's probably the quickest and easiest way of doing it. So what we'll need is to power each of, put a block behind each of these. We'll take that out and that out. And then, oh, hang on, temporary blocks behind. Because we want to put our pistons back. Here we go. And then what we'll do is we'll put observers into that. Oh, no. That is a decorative block. Using observers for decorative blocks is a bit too lavish, I think. Oh, hi, Splash of Pain, welcome in. Oh, and Captain Crumbs too. I think if we actually go like that, will this fire? Redstone wiring is always fun. So we need to take power up one level. And let's think this through. So power needs to go up. We need to power this block. Or this one. So if we were to use a redstone torch, we could make it, we could do the inverse of what we're after. By just putting a, we could do the inverse of what we're looking for by just putting a redstone torch there. That will mean that that is out, but no. Does the pulse not knock the torch out? It's turning into another get confused at redstone with the artisan stream. Oh, I'm glad to hear that you're all done with your chores for the week, Splash. I wish I could say the same, but mine are only just beginning. I have to I have computers to reformat all afternoon, and that is always fun. Ah, here we go. So, I think I've cracked it. Yeah. So what we'll have is that there, and then if we put the target blocks down here, they should be red. No. This would actually be easier if I made the farm taller, but then it will take longer for the stuff to grow down and for it to trigger. So that should, in theory, turn the torch off if the observer is updated, I think. Let's put one in the side here so we can just play with it and test. No, that's facing the wrong way. We'll put a black stone. Yeah, we know what we're building. Black stone there, we'll take this out. There, so if we change, if we take this out, no, it doesn't take the torch out. If we put a target block here, take this one out, put the redstone dust there, put a glass there. can we then get the signal to run up the side of the glass? Would that one work? So let's take our black stone back, put it down there, observer facing into it, and if we take it out, I didn't see there, did we? No, it's not. Okay. This is what I get for having the rough idea of the mechanics for this. It was mostly, I was mostly basing it on my sugarcane farm that I built in the past, but it's a lot easier to run redstone signals down rather than up. Okay. So we have we can power this one. Here we go. This should. Okay, we're gonna get it. As I said, it gets spendy, but it should work. So this will power when this line is powered. This will update the observer, and then we're putting a redstone there. Would that be enough to? Oh, actually, I'm not sure if this will. I'm not sure if this will tile, because the redstone is going to become directional again as we do that. So even though it would have worked for one, yeah, it's not gonna. It just flashes the directional line. We are getting the signal up to here though. If we just have a block there, does that work? No. What we can do is move things up a level. That will. Let's just take the easy route for a change. I know that I do like to make things hard for myself. So yeah, here we go. So here we go. By running those along there. Now when this changes, we hear the piston up. Yeah, see the pistons going every time a change in the block state is picked up. So in theory we can then also well, this should work with just the no. Okay, so we do need the no, this right. So we need note blocks here. Sorry, that was the one. Note blocks here. Here we go. It's coming back. It's coming back, folks. I know what I'm doing, honest. Here we go. So now every time this changes, we should see the 3 pistons around it will also fire, which means that which we're doing on purpose, because that means that when things grow, oh, oh, that's up to 20, 24. Okay. So when things grow, we're going to notify. The note blocks will get powered. Oh. As I said, it's impossible to remember which way around things need to go for placing. One of the more infuriating things about Minecraft. Here we go. So with that, we'll also go into here. Can we place this one? No. Oh yeah, no, because again, other way around. Okay, so we've got piston there. We need to put those other. Oh, we need to put those other observers in. Let's. Oh, we don't want that there. Let's get up here. Okay, so we're going to put a load of observers down into the note blocks. And then we're going to cover this up with the blackstone bricks. Yeah, the donkeys jump around quite a bit. I'm not sure they like being restrained like that. Okay, so this should be all the basics of the farm now. We just need to block off the front so that nothing goes flying. Oh, we need to put our aesthetic blocks back in, which I do not have enough of, so let's make some more of the bricks. Oh, there's some there as well. Okay, I probably did have enough. So let's put these in here. And then the front, we're going to cover in glass. We need to go up at least this high. And we should have a mostly working farm now. If we put a row of blocks across the top and we hang the crimson vines off of it, they should now grow down. There has not been any deaths yet, no, but there was one. There was one this morning just before before stream though, but I had time to go and get my levels back at the gold farm, in which I basically managed to destroy the basalt farm and go for a little swim in lava. Let's put these down there for now. And the question I have is, can we grow the crimson can we grow the crimson vines on a dispenser? Because that will make things much easier for us. So if we put a dispenser there, and then we take this bit out. Oh, I don't even have to go find a chest for this. It's growing back so quick. All right, so we're going to need some of the this. So if I take out this black stone and no, that is not in the right spot, and also pointing in the wrong direction. Okay, let's take these out. Grab our stuff back. So guys, I will be right back in 2 minutes. Okay, so we are back. Yeah. So what we want, this in and of itself should be enough for the farm. So if we put a roof on this, let me grab some bone meal and I can show you how the farm will function. Yeah, so here we go. As the vines grow, they update the observer here. That triggers the pistons, and the piston breaks the vine, and the vine falls. Falls down. Hi, Storm Gaming. Welcome in. And have I missed anyone else? Yeah. So this is the basic function of it. And with this, we would get a nice farm that would passively farm the Crimson Vine over time. We're going to try and go a little bit more excessive than that though. So I take a dispenser. Can I then put, yes I can, okay. So now we have it growing on the bottom of a dispenser. If we grab some bone meal, and we put, oh, can I reach it? Yes, okay, and we fill it up. Then, oh, I'm going to need a button for this. And we don't have any buttons. I'm sure I craft like plenty of buttons, but then never seem to actually have them when I don't like I seem to craft a lot of buttons for temporarily testing stuff, but then I never seem to actually have any when I need them. Okay, so if we put that there, what we should get is every time we press, every time the dispenser is activated, it grows. So then if we just have a clock on here, we can very quickly farm. We can have like a burst mode for the farm, which will very quickly generate a load of the Crimson Vines at once, and then we can craft those up into. We can then craft those up into our. We can then craft those up into our. I'm sorry, my brain will work at some point today. We can craft those up into our Netherack. So I'm also now thinking that if we rearrange the hoppers a bit here, oh, did I pick that up? Or did I just flush it over the side? Okay. Let's take some slabs. There we go. Let's instead of what we have with the hoppers, we'll have one going into the back here. And then we'll have this one feeding into that one. So now this chest gets filled. Okay, so we've made things a bit more complicated for ourselves now, and this hopper will pick everything up and it'll push it into this hopper, and that will push into there. But it also means that if we have a lever, or I guess redstone torches are permanently on lever, this hopper will now not take any. No. No, I am. Still an idiot. We should. Hang on. It's this one here. Right. Well, the thing is, if we power this hopper, we'll be able to stop it from pushing items into this one, and therefore things won't go into this chest, but they'll stay in that hopper, and then we can put a mechanism underneath to craft our crimson vines into netherrack, and we push that into a separate chest, which will give us a automatic netherrack function to the farm. Yeah. So okay. So to finish this off, let's get up here, and then we want to put dispensers. Oh, it's going to be difficult now, aren't you? Wait, what are you doing here? Dude, just random zombified pigling just walks in like he owns the place. That'll learn you. This is our kingdom in the sky, not yours. The screen is a mess. Sorry, the like button message. Yes. I will at some point come up with something a bit more original than that, but when I was configuring the bot, let's just say I wasn't feeling the most inspired. I think I used up all of my my inspiration that day on the lurk command, but all right. So we now have the dispensers in. What we need is a way to populate them and power them. So I think we're actually done with the insides now, so we can actually close this up. And if we do power this row of dispensers, then everything will automatically be grown. Here we go, and then we'll put the black stone across the top here. Yeah. We need more of the netherracks, I think, for the sides. Put the vines in there. Where are they? Nether bricks. Here we go. I've still got some of the chiseled ones. So, let's is this going to be the top level? I think there might be one more layer on top. So we'll put that there, and then we'll take nether bricks from this one, this side, put a chiseled one on top. So we need a way to power that. We need a way to power these dispensers, and we also need a way to fill them. I feel like the easiest way to power them will be a redstone line across the front top there, and then we'll need hoppers and chests. We don't have enough chests. I do have a bunch made. I'll just have to grab those up. They're useful blocks. Out of the useful blocks, storage we have here, although maybe we're better off with a hang on. I have an idea. There is a where there is a will, there is a way. So we're going to need a bit more iron. Actually, we definitely don't need that much iron. Let's be a little bit more sensible here. Okay, where is the hopper? So I've got let's create a few of those. We'll dump the leftover iron in here, which is quickly turning into my odd stone blocks variants. So this is our I'm going to need more slabs. To scaffold up to where I want it to be. There's some there. I knew I had some. See you, Old Man Storm. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so if we have our hoppers here, so then if we run a line of hoppers across the top of this, which is we can maybe swap this out for a minecart at some point in the future. that will, and then all we need now is a chest on top of this. And if we put one there, it should put more stuff in. And we'll fill this up with our bone meal. That will power the device. And then we need to power that block up the top there. So what we can do is, if we open this side up, I'm not entirely sure why I've created myself a parkour course here rather than in order to get to things, but there we go. So, oh no, that's a dispenser. We want the observers. So we'll create a clock here. We'll create a clock here from the observers. And there's that. That's not interfering with anything. But that is going to get annoying. So, can we? No. Can we get the? Can we rotate this so the observer is the other way around? If I go and place it from this side, no. Okay, directional. Okay, we don't see it too much, I guess. So we have a little clock here with the observer. If I put that there, what is that? That is powering that observer because that one has the bone meal in. Just that one. So what we need is to put that on there. That will power all of them. And then that's really loud and annoying, but if we power that, no, it doesn't. Okay, we're gonna need to be able to turn that off. Which is slightly more annoying. So we need to get a clock up here somewhere. I'm not sure if I really left myself enough space for one. What we can't do is open up the side here, because then all of the vines will come flying out the side. Yeah, chickens in a boat is basically any animal we can put in a boat is in a boat, because otherwise all of our animal spawns are concentrated in this square, and any animal we can only have 15 animals max that are either not in boats or named. So we have 1 named donkey, 3 named llamas. Probably actually don't need to be in the boats over there, but as they're already named, but yeah. The cows, all these other animals are in the boats because that then takes them out of our cap and means that more things spawn here. So technically these horses and one of those donkeys is detracting from the cap we have there. So if we look at our creatures count, we have 11 creatures there. I think the cap is 10. So somehow, thankfully, the pack spawning algorithm, where it spawns more than one of a thing at a time, has given us an extra one. But yeah, so we've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there, plus the 3 that. Huh? Oh no, there are. Yeah, there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 chickens, 3 cows, 1 donkey and 2 horses, 11 creatures. So until we suffer some sort of technical difficulties and these despawn, we won't see any new animals in the world. All right. So I think what we need instead is an observer there. Do we have enough blackstone bricks? No. Let's clear our inventory out a little bit because we're getting a bit too much stuff. So we want some blackstone bricks. Let's take some of those. We're going to want our observers and a sticky piston. You love the game, but the graphics are driving you nuts. I mean, yeah. I mean, we've got the well. This is actually quite graphical for a regular one. We do. It's a shame that this pack doesn't work. Because it might work for a bit. We'll see. Yeah, it creates a much more high-res version of the textures. I was experimenting with it the other day, but it just makes everything a little bit more crisper. But we have a where was it? That was under options, wasn't it? Yeah, we have a I've tried playing this game before with Patrick's, which is one of the realistic resource packs, but kind of gets you in the end a bit. It's a bit too. It's a bit too graphical, and a game that's meant to look sort of lo-fi. I assume that it's meant to look lo-fi. Here we go. So we'll have if we have a piston there, that will allow us to turn on our burst mode. Then I need to grab some food and eat at some point, otherwise this is going to end badly. I get pushing my luck on the hearts there. I had food. I did have food. Oh, it's on the hotbar. I am completely blind. Yeah, that texture pack. I said it's. I was experimenting. It's. I think you're right. It is too crisp. I think yeah, I was playing with it, and there was something about it felt off, felt like really, felt a bit off to me, which I did wonder if that was like part of the incompatibility or something playing up, but no. Now that I think about, now that you've said that, I think you're right. It is a bit too. It's a bit too. The lines are a bit too strong. Okay, let's close this off. And then we will need, we're going to need a lever. Which I don't have any of, so we'll grab, should we just make a bunch of levers now so we don't have to make any more in the future? Where is it? There we go. We only need the one for this. So now if we power that, then that has put all of the bone meal into the first few, it seems. Hang on, let me... Let's grab some blocks, bone blocks, and we'll grab the bone meal that's still in this chest. Oh, we'll turn that off because that's annoying. Oh. I think I've built the most annoying way thing I possibly could. The most annoying possible way of getting up and down from here. It's like, okay. So let's okay. This is going to fill up from this side first. So we're probably going to have to, we might have to prime the whole, pre-fill the whole line. So let's go along with that. Oh no, that's, we want to put, that one's got stuff. That has stuff. We'll go get a few more bone blocks to finish this off. What don't we need to carry with us, and we'll fit in here. That gives us a bit more space in our inventory. We definitely don't need the eggs in there. There we go. Void chickens. But yeah, I was saying, I think there's times where I've enjoyed playing this I've enjoyed playing it for a while with like one of the really high res texture packs, but I think the lo-fi graphics are also maybe a bit of the game's charm, right? It's like graphics of a bygone era. They sort of wrap up how simple the game actually. They sort of wrap up how simple the game actually is quite well. Although Dome was showing me yesterday. He found a texture pack called, I think it was Brickcraft, that reskins the entire game as Lego, which was kind of cool. Part of me does wonder if we need to have a crafter up here as well instead. So instead of having a box of bone meal, we put a box of bone blocks up here. Oops. And then that. And then that gets decrafted. That way we can have like 9 times the capacity. And refilling it becomes easier. Let's prime all these hoppers as well, as much as we can. We'll give the end a bit of a advantage. Yeah, the interesting thing with the Lego one as well is that you could effectively have the full vanilla game just looking like Lego without any mods, because it's like the amount of stuff you actually seem to be able to customize in the base game with just data packs and resource packs, like swapping out various graphics and things. It's kind of crazy just how much customization you can make to the game. I'm sort of I'm a bit surprised we don't see more games sort of based on the engine. I am now wondering if this would be better if we just put a row of chests along the back there instead, and each one had its own supply of bone meal. Because it's not doing a particularly grand job of keeping up. The distribution is very biased towards this end. So if we put a chest on each of those, and then we distribute what the bone meal we have, we'll be able to store a lot more bone meal up here. I think I'll just put a couple in for now, and then, well, I'll put what I have with me in, and then I will put the rest in later. Because no one wants to see me run back and forward and decrafting bone blocks. It's not going to be entertaining for anyone. Let's. Oh, there's actually quite a bit left. Okay. Let's load. All right. Well, that was almost evenly split. Yeah, I think what we need is probably some sort of hopper minecart based setup that runs across there. So I was using the nether bricks for the sides there. Wondering if I should run nether bricks across the top as well, just for the look of things. Let's make those, and we'll go up and swap them out. So I was trying to use the nether bricks as an accent. So now, when we turn this on, there we go. Is that not a beautiful sight? And then we open this up. The Oi, get out of it, horse. There we go. We now have a dispenser driven it's actually creating them faster than the hoppers can pick up. That could be a problem, actually. So what we're using the vines for is basically in Skyblock, 4 of them creates a netherrack, and this is our only access to netherrack. That is that's going to be a slight problem, right? We've got we can't actually collect them fast enough, so we're going to need to change up the collection system a bit. And this is a cool problem to have, right? Help! My farm produces so much stuff I can't pick it all up. So we'll need some hoppers. And what we'll do is we'll take that out. We'll take that out. Let's put that there for now, and we'll put no. Sorry, I'm gonna need some water to get down underneath, because I flooded the hopper and it can't it just can't keep up with the rates. So what we will do is I think we'll rework the collection system. Which actually means we can tidy up this corner of the things a bit. All right. Let's okay. What we're going to do is put a chest there. We'll take this one out. grab our water. Oh, that was not a bucket. I do honestly know how to play this game, I promise. Then we will take this out and take that out as well. Take these out. And what we'll do is we'll put one there. We're going to, oh. No. Hang on. So this is not quite right. So what we want is we want our black stone back, back there. And then I've messed up the chest here, so we will need to, let's break that chest. Did I get that? Yes. Okay. And then we'll put a chest in. Oh, do I have any slabs? Okay, let's put one. Let's put a slab here. And we'll just go for the same double speed hoppers that I used elsewhere. So by putting the chest there, like that, that will be our access chest. Oh, I'm inside the farm. That will be our access chest. Pick this back up now. We'll put the other chest here. We'll run a hopper down into it. We'll run one in the back and one like that. So now that should run at double speed. We'll put the wall. Oh no, that should be glass. We'll take that as well so we can get to our stuff. What do I need? I need one piece of glass. Do we have blackstone bricks in here? Yes. Okay, one piece of glass there. We will take out some of this side and we'll put blackstone bricks all the way down. We had a, we've got the nether brick one there. That stairs was wasted, but we'll create another nether brick. Oh. So I have two nether bricks, and did I not have a, there's the one, the chiseled. We'll put that in there for now. And now we should be filling the chest up at twice the speed we were before. So let's see if it can keep up now. We turn that on. Are things backing up over here? I think it's sort of keeping up, right? If we turn it off, yeah, it's keeping up. We do have kelp, but we don't really need. We don't really need kelp so much for this. We use kelp for the bubble beta over there. Yeah. Okay. So that seems okay. So twice the speed of the hopper speed seems to be enough to keep up with the burst mode of the farm. And yeah, and then there's the rest of the time. What will happen is while we're in here and we keep the base loaded. So anytime we're here, these vines they grow based on what the game calls random ticks. And random ticks are generated around the player. So it's what controls crops growing and it's why, like, if I kill this sugarcane, or we look at the bamboo farm, whatever, it's why different things grow at different rates, because there's a slight randomness to it. So anytime we are actually in the base, we'll be getting a slow but steady supply of the vines, as we can see them here. So they will randomly grow, and then once they hit the bottom there, they'll get collected. And then if we ever need what have I done to myself here? Let's put our crafting bench there. Yeah, and if ever we need a bunch, we can just come here, load up those chests at the top, and we will have a good supply of bone meal, of the nether vines, and therefore a good supply of netherrack. What I will do probably off stream is build a bunch of very similar farms in concept to this one. So effectively they all work by having observers that trigger pistons. And there I go again with the Q key. They all work similar with the observers triggering the pistons, but we could do one for sugarcane, we could do one for bamboo. And that will give us a good supply of resources. The bamboo one I'm especially looking forward to, because bamboo, that means that we have just a really passive, always on wood farm. And I think we'll just pretty this up a little bit now. There's a couple bits more we could do. I think take 4 more of the chiseled ones. Then we want what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want 12 of the others in total. What do we have? 4. No, 2. Okay, so 10 of these. Is there space at the back to run? Yeah. Plus another 8 of them. One. And then we'll want some ladders as well, so we can get up to the top. there's no judgment here for not being chatty Splash. We appreciate that you are here, chatty or otherwise. Yeah, that's the farm that I was hoping to build is now here. We might come back and revisit it slightly to add an auto crafter for the netherrack itself. Wait, why do I have 3 of those? Ah, because I need to make 2 at this end as well. I'm such a doofus. And we also want some more of the blackstone. And to be honest as well, Splash, I think you have you've helped me enough this week that you probably get a pass for anything, right? So I think I mentioned last week that I was planning a new series on game development. I'm going to drop a link. I think this is the bot command I set up. So I will be streaming on Sunday on I will be streaming on Sunday on a different another channel. And on that channel, I will be kicking off the game development series that I mentioned briefly last week. I also put out a announcement on the channel in a community post. No, that was not the. There we go. That should be the right command. If Nightbot is gonna behave. There we go. Oh, that is highlighted very weirdly for me. But yeah, so I have mostly had things set up and ready to go on that project for a while now, but I have mostly been procrastinating actually getting started, and just finding ways to complicate the launch as much as possible. Just so that I didn't actually have to do it. I think it's going to be a big project, so it is a little bit scary. It is a little bit scary. So I have been back and forthing about it a lot and so on. And so in order to work out when to schedule it, I decided that I was going to ask a bunch of the streamers that I like to follow what they're sort of about their schedules. I was going to make a big map of when other people that I would want to watch the streams of were streaming, as well as sort of other commitments I had, like work and family time, etc. I was basically just, rather than actually settle down and pick a time, I was gonna create this huge monstrous chart of every time that I couldn't do it, and then see if that left a space that I could. Like the most convoluted and complicated way of scheduling something imaginable, right? So when I get around to asking Splash, she basically threw the question back in my face, and made me, like, basically just gave me the kick in the ass that I needed to to actually just go, okay, I'm going to do it on this. Pick a day, stick with it, and that is the stream. So. So yeah, it would have probably been a few more weeks before I actually launched that project, if not for Splash. And it just proves that sometimes you just need someone to give you a good a little kick to help you like get things together and get going. I think, can I turn these into, is there a wall variant for these? There is. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is take these and change up this top bit a little bit, and we're going to put some lanterns up there. We also need to figure out what we're going to do around spawning. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting series. So. And I'm kind of both. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm quite excited about the idea of getting started and the project itself, but also quite terrified for some reason, which is weird, right? It's a weird it's a weird thing to be worried about doing something that you effectively do day in, day out for work. So it's not like it's a new thing. Right. It's not like it's an entirely new thing. I mean, I don't do game development for work, but I do write software every day, near enough. So I work on software. But yeah, just like. I wasn't expecting the nerves that this series has brought out. I think maybe I need to bring that front wall out a bit more. Let's take 8 blackstone up there with me to replace it with. Oh, no, that was the one that I wanted. Oh, That's the one that goes back in the chest. That can go as well. But yeah, it's it's going to be an interesting project because it as I said, I think I'm coming into this with equal parts excitement and abject terror. But I have everything set up. I have OBS configured. I have all the sort of intro and outro assets done. I got OBS set up so that I can sort of show off what we're working on and have code showing and things like that. I actually managed to get my face cam hooked up to OBS. So yeah, this first stream I guess technically counts as a face reveal, but I've never really hidden it in the first place. It's just that I don't see much of a point of having it on while gaming. And to be honest, if you spend enough time like looking up the name The Artisan, you're probably going to find my real identity. You probably find it wouldn't take long to find my real identity, so it's never been a worry in that sense. But yeah, all of the things. Is that enough light? Let's see. Yes, we have a good light level up here. But yeah, I think you've got it spot on this. Splash it's a passion project. It's I mean, technically I am also I'm also one of these people that I need to wrestle with something huge to sort of learn it. I need to dissect, and I need to jump in and like dissect it and break it, put it back together. That's my preferred learning style. So that's sort of what we'll be doing in the stream. But yeah, it is a bit more of a vulnerable position, I guess. Hey, that looks much better. Yeah. Okay. So we now have our Crimson Vine farm, and let's I think that is done, and that is looking pretty good. Just to change the subject away from being vulnerable. No one noticed that seamless transition, right? But yeah, so when we look at this is all the netherrack we have. We've managed to farm with this more manual farm. Since we basically first ventured into the nether, I think the nether vines were one of the first things we got our hands on, and we have more than doubled our stash with just running it for a few minutes. So I think with that done, this can go away. I think at some point we're gonna have to find a desert so that I can actually get some TNT for these moments, because like taking this down with a pickaxe is fine, but blowing it up would have been far more fun, right? But yeah, okay. So we now have our Crimson Vines. I could call the stream here, But there is something I've been meaning to do for a while, and it shouldn't take too long. Famous last words there. So if we make some slabs, and then we'll want some ladders as well. And some whole blocks. Let's actually take a whole load of that, and we'll take the stone cutter with us just in case we need it. And where it is, we'll take our good hoe as well. And if you remember a few streams back, I think about 30 more minutes is about all I really want to do as well. But I was thinking, if you remember, we found the last of the biomes in the Nether. So what I want to do is go out there and grab ourselves a piece of warped nylium and a crimson vine. So we'll run out over this way. I might leave my tools in the chests over by the gold farm, which has been actually running pretty well considering I still haven't finished it. The gold farm is still only like, I don't know, like a fifth. Well, I've only finished a small fraction of the spawning platform. The spawning platform is meant to circle the whole thing. But I was actually thinking about it, and I was going to build a big ring around the back, and then have them sort of run down these 3 paths. But I have been thinking maybe I'm going to straighten this up, and instead of curving it right round, I'll just have the 3 platforms here so that they don't have as far to run to get to the paths. And then that way, and then maybe go up rather than up more layers than round. It's like, as long as the piglins don't die from the drops and still have enough health to fall into the main killing area and get swacked, it's probably all good. Okay, let's take. I don't think that's enough ladders. Okay, this is a bit of a waste, but let's turn all of this into planks, and then how many ladders does that give me? Right, that should be more than enough. And the rest of the wood can go down here. Yeah, it does look a bit like a space station. I think they all look a bit spacey, to be honest. Maybe we can lean into that when we come to coming up with our theme. Like that one over there kind of looks a bit biosphere-y, space station-y. And then when you come up to this one, it sort of looks a bit. It looks a bit like a satellite, I guess, with the magma. The magma bits look a bit like solar panels. Okay, so we're going to come in and shader settings, pack, atmosphere, nether dimension, nether storm off. So we're gonna turn up the ugly for a bit. It's like this. This looks far less appealing when we take out the. When we take out the pretty background, right? And then we want to try and find a way to line ourselves up with that island. I think I'm a bit too far this way, right? Yeah. What we got here? Shut the middle. Straight up, no. Okay. This is always the hardest bit with these bridges, is figuring out just where we want to branch off. Because if we do it wrong, then okay, I don't have anything too valuable on me, but we may end up in the nether here. Let's see how tired my pinky gets. But yeah, trying to line it up, because if we get the place wrong, then we have to sort of adjust the other end, and then we're using up resources to do that. It just makes it harder. We could probably get a better look at our nether farm over here, and sorry, our new nether fortress over here as well. I am not 100% sure. I think we'll be far enough away, right? We won't be too close. It's going to be. It's hopefully we're not going to get sort of taken out by any blazes. But yeah, the only thing standing between me and death right now is how long I can hold down my pinky finger. I'll tell you what, it's already getting a bit tired. How far do we have to go? That's quite a distance. I did say I was only going to go for half an hour, right? Oh, and we're already 15 minutes into that, so... We're very quickly approaching lunch. Although I did stock up on breakfast this morning as usual for. Uh-oh, what was that noise? I think the game is just making noises now to mess with me. I think that's what it is. Yeah, there's no subtitles, but I'm definitely hearing something in the background. How close? I think we're going to be okay. Okay, I think we misjudged the island a bit. We're going to come out too far the other side. I guess further away from the fortress is better. Hopefully we have enough blocks as well to get up there. So I realise we're quite low down at the moment, so we're going to need at least a stack. Hey, hot tourist destinations, and oh, nice purple. Oh, it's pulsating. Wait, it's pulsating between purple and I've never noticed that the background color in here changed, or was it just as I was entering? Oh, we're close enough for spawns. Hopefully we're not close enough for them to spot me. One blaze, one hit from a blaze right now, and we are in the void. Yeah, I think I am going to try and get all of the achievements I can get. As far as I know, there is only one that I can't get, and that is to do with killing monsters. Because we don't have a way to. We don't have cave spiders because we don't have mine shafts. Okay, so now we need to get up. Am I under that? I think so. Okay. If I put the ladder in my offhand, can I? No. Okay, that would have been nice. This is going to take us a while to build up. Thankfully, only Endermen spawn in this dimension, so, and they shouldn't be able to spawn right next to me. I think I am out of range for the fortress. So I should be okay. No. Let's eat anyway, though, just in case we do need to make a swift exit. I can't believe you're all rooting for the blaze. Hang on, I need more blocks on my hotbar. It looks like we're actually going to come up pretty spot on here, right? And all we really want from this is one of the nylium blocks. Everything else we can, I think we're fine on. Actually no. One of the warp. We need some warp vine and some nylium. Chances that I get up here and end up accidentally looking at Enderman straight in the eye, considering I have no weapons and no armor. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think definitely coming up this side of it rather than the other side was a smart move. But hopefully we'll get a good look at this Nether fortress as well. Because I think I'm going to need 2 Nether fortresses in total. Let's put a slab there, put one there, there for safety. And here we are. Okay, so now we quickly hurry back. We'll put a little platform at the bottom here just as well. We'll expand the bottom platform just to be safe. This is a legal building technique. This is a totally legit building technique. Okay. Now that we're out here, let's get rid of this boring purple background. We're gonna sort our shaders back out. I'm not sure. Where is it? Nether dimension, and then we want the nether storm. Apply. Oh. That looks pretty awesome. Oh, yeah. For reference, Dome has a weird habit that his 2-week Minecraft phase comes around at the same time each year. So we kicked off a new world, the other day, and I forgot how useful it is to play in a world with other people. So while I was in this world last night, gathering up resources and making sure we were ready for the stream today, apparently a villager breeder and everything has sprung up in that world. So not having to build everything yourself has definitely has things going for it. Yeah. So that's it. Now we've got the fancy tools. Now we've got our fancy tools. This is when it's actually dangerous, right? Our chances of falling in while everything was safely tucked up in a box were radically reduced. So we may be going back to make a new pickaxe and a new silk touch pickaxe and axe at this rate, but actually no, I think I've got the fortune one, so I'm hoping the vines will fortune. But I don't think they do, so but we just need one, and then we can take that back. We can hit it with all of the bone meal. And we will be able to replicate it into a small into a fortune's worth of vines. Yeah. Oh. Yep, that is yep, bounce, yoink. That's pretty much how it goes, right? But, okay, so we want, here's the vine. Can we get, yes, okay, so we've got 2 crimson vines. We're also going to want one of these blocks here. So I've got the silk touch pickaxe. Oh, we did lose a netherrack. But Okay. I think that's all we actually need. We can mostly leave this intact now. We don't have to devastate it like we have other islands. Although maybe I will just tear it down just because we've pretty much destroyed every other biome in the Nether now. I think the only one left is there is a soul sand island in the middle of the Nether fortress that I haven't gotten to yet, but. I don't know. This. It looks like there's a bunch of crossroads close by in this fortress. This could be a good. We need to have a look at and see that, because what we need two Nether fortresses potentially, because we have two farms that we need to build in Nether fortresses. One is we need to build a blaze farm. Which will mean that we take one of the blaze spawners, or two if depending on where they are positioned in that fortress. I know in the fortress over there, the blaze spawners are too far apart for us to activate both at the same time. But if we can find two close together spawners in that one, then that will be where our blaze farm lives. And then we also need to build a wither skeleton farm. The wither skeleton farm will provide us with wither skeleton skulls, which we will need for our to get ancient debris, so we can eventually have some netherite. Oh, see you all. And I think you've basically seen everything that there was to see in this stream anyway. We're just gonna head back, and we're back on our health and safety. Oh, hang on, let me go get the stuff we left over this way. I'll take that back with me as well. But yeah, we're on our health and safety approved paths now, so much less chance of us falling in. So after I did that on the previous stream, after having built the gold farm and falling in with all of the gold blocks and my frostwalker boots, I don't think we want to do that again. Actually, if I pop up here, we're going to put our pickaxe, axe, hoe, and these two valuable blocks into the ender chest, and then we can grab those back out of base, and we will be safe. They will be safe. So even if we fall into the void now, we're just going to lose. Well, we're going to lose valuable resources, but nothing too important. Oh wait, no, that wood lives over here, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll put the stick in there as well. That wood lives here. That is for chests and hoppers, for when we do get around to trying to expand the gold farm. Okay, while we're running back, as I was saying earlier, I'm in two minds as to what to do for the next stream. I realised that we've done a bunch of building recently. So it's probably time we go for a bit of an adventure. But I also would kind of like to get a hoglin farm going, so we've got access to pork chops. Effectively, that will give us infinite pork chops, which means we don't have to worry about food anymore. I've been because the food at the moment is a finite resource. It requires a bunch of manual work to get hold of. I haven't really been doing much, but yeah. So next stream, I was thinking we could go and explore a bit more, see what we can find out in the world. And I do that by effectively, I say along here, if we go 125 blocks along this path and build nether portals at each one of those will translate to 1,000 blocks in the overworld. So I could do that, and we could go see if we can find some other biomes, see if we can find some other structures. Maybe find a woodland mansion or something that we can explore. So that is one option. Or the other option is I build the hoglin farm. Or I could just build the hoglin farm off stream, and then just do a quick tour at the start of the next one. They're not complicated by any means, so I think maybe I'll have a look, and if I have time this weekend, I will build out the hoglin farm, and then next week we will go for a bit of an explore. Yeah, woodland mansions would also be a source of cobwebs, which as I mentioned earlier, we could really do with. And as all of this redstone here is basically doing the work of what one cobweb would do in the same space as that trapdoor. But yeah, I'm going to call it there, I think. So if you've made it this far, thanks for hanging around. Thanks for everyone that's joined us today in the chat. And yeah, check out our Weeping Vine farm. So, and then, well, yeah, as I just said, next week we'll definitely do some adventuring. I will see you all, hopefully see you all next week. Give the video a like, subscribe, smash the notification button, and also if you do want to come and join us for the game development stream on this coming Sunday, it's going to be about 30 minutes from now. It's going to be about 30 minutes from now on Sunday, and it will be on the Artisan of Code channel, which I've just posted into the chat. That is youtube.com / Artisan of Code, was one word, no spaces or hyphens, and yeah, hopefully give that channel a subscribe and mash the notification bell there, and hopefully I will see you all on Sunday for something very different. And if that's not your jam, then I will hopefully see you next week for some more Minecraft Skyblock. Bye.